Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be working on a build by whatever you want to call it, and we are doing 701 Zenview in San Myshuno. I don't really know if that's exactly what it's called because I know I'm playing in somebody else's world and they might have changed the name. So it's in San Myshuno. I don't know what district it is. I know everybody knows like the districts in San Myshuno, like the Spice District or whatever. I don't know that stuff. But if you're new here, hi, my name is Stacy. Welcome to my channel. But here I kind of used to hate this apartment because it's a 2-story, but it like the way it kind of cuts off, it's like kind of weird to me because it's not like one story like right above the other. So I feel like that's kind of weird. So I don't know. To me, it's weird, but I've grown to love the space. As you see here, it is only going to be a 1-bedroom, 1-bath. The overall style that I kind of chose for this place was pretty much just like a, I would say kind of like an eclectic style. That's what I was kind of going for. Not really like one specific, like style, so I would say it's more like an eclectic style. I really wanted the kitchen to have like those black and white floors. Like, have you seen them? I think they're from one of the little kits, and I like those kits. They're like cute. So I really wanted to use a floor, and I wanted some like blue or green cabinets, which is I ended up going with like a teal colored ones. And I think they look pretty nice. I've actually remodeled this place before, and the bottom part, I feel like there isn't much different that I could do to it. I know the last time I did remodel it, the upstairs ended up being like 3 bedrooms and 2 baths, which isn't bad, but this time I kind of just wanted it to be, just for like one sim to live in it, not like a bunch of them. I wish I had the tool mod, that way I could add more windows or like move them, but I kind of hate how if there's an update it breaks and I gotta re-download it and put it back in the game, and it kind of annoys me. So sometimes I'll download it and then like I said, an update comes and then I don't want it. But throughout the whole space, you see this wallpaper I used? So cute. It looks like it has like the crown molding, and like it's just, I feel like it's so elegant, and I wanted to go with like gold tones throughout the place as well. Like you'll see that too, like upstairs, downstairs, there's like a lot of stuff with like gold tones to them. It looks nice. And these lights, I don't even know whose lights these are, but I think they're one of like my favorite lights to use in general because it has light bulbs at the top and the bottom, and I feel like they look nice. But yeah, upstairs we do end up having like a loft, I guess you could say. That's what I end up using, is like a loft. So I think it looks nice. For the kitchen, like I said, gold tones everywhere, and I really like those lights. I don't remember if I end up going with those because it really annoyed me that they gave off that yellow colored light, and I know you could just go into the gameplay and change it, but I didn't feel like doing it. And I don't even remember if I end up putting any lights there in general, like hanging right above the peninsula. I really wanted to use that circular couch so bad, but I ended up not using it downstairs. Upstairs I did. I found that upstairs it fit way better, and because it's a circular couch, you kind of have to use it a certain way, like in an asymmetric way for it to kind of work, and I was able to do that upstairs. So I think it looks cute. Downstairs I ended up going with some of Peace Baker's couches. I love his stuff. Like, look at it. Those, like, that set is so cute. I don't remember what it's called. I don't think it's the Olivia set. but he has literally, Peacemaker makes like all kinds of like different style furniture. Like, I love it. I was gonna leave the table like this because I was like, oh, it kind of looks cute, the coffee table, but no, I ended up changing it to this like gold one. And like, I know that all the different, there's like different like tones of gold everywhere, but not like all of the creators create, you know, the same color toned like stuff. It's usually like a different color. Usually when it comes to rugs, I feel like I end up struggling a lot. But sometimes I will pick a rug and I like base everything else off of like a rug or something. And I did want this to be like a living room space, but since the way the windows are and the way I had the stairs, it wasn't gonna work out. And I think I even tried moving the stairs the other way, like just straight. It just wasn't working. It didn't work. So that's why I ended up putting like the living room upstairs, kind of like a loft area type thing. You guys, you've seen those houses with the loft area. But I think I also struggle a lot like with dining tables. I feel like there isn't enough dining tables and there isn't enough dining chairs, even though there is. And I did want to go with a small table, and I was like, oh, maybe I could just do two. But no, like it just did not work out. And I end up using, I think, the one from the Get Famous pack with the golden, like, I think one of the swatches has like golden legs. And I mean, I think it looks nice. I think it ends up looking cute. I think I end up putting like a small rug in the dining area, as well as one of the kits. Like chandelier, I guess you could say. The gold one that looks like a ball with spikes on it. You'll see it. You'll see what I'm talking about. I did want to go with these chairs because I did love like the color, because I felt like it went with the rug. But I feel like those style of chairs is more for like a country type house or something. I just felt like it didn't go with what I was going for in this build. And as you can see, I found some chairs with like gold legs, and I feel like it really, really worked out really good. And I found this is, I think it's from Hey Harry, I think. I'm not really sure. And I was going to use that as a table, but it just did. In my head it looked good, and then I started doing it and it did not look good. So that's why, like, I think I spent like a whole 30 minutes looking for a table to use. Like I said before, like tables, chairs, and rugs, I think are what I spend most of my time just like trying to find like the perfect ones, because I feel like there's never enough, or there isn't the right ones. It's like a whole mess. But yeah, I know like I kind of post every once in a while, but I'm hoping that I can post now like that I'm done with school. And I'm so happy I'm done with school, because I feel like now I'll have at least a little bit more time for Sims. Even though I go to sleep early, I tend to play Sims like at night before bed. And I know it's like, I don't know. I try to upload as much as I can. Like, I'll have like videos kind of like lined up, and I'll have them edited yet, or maybe not edited. But I sometimes like I just don't have the time to edit them. But hopefully now that I'm done with school, like, I will. Like I said, the stairs, I do end up changing it. I thought I had changed it back, because I liked how they kind of like stuck out a bit, but I guess I left it like that. I did want to carry out like the same colors upstairs, and as you can see, I was able to use that like that round couch. I think it's so cute, because it's an odd shape. You don't really see couches like this. I feel like usually I use like sectionals or regular like sofas. but nothing like this. It really took me like some thinking. Like I really had to use my brain for this one. But I feel like at the end it turned out like really, really nice. And I felt like that painting, I don't know if I do use it, that one. Yeah. I don't know what it's called. I think it's called like A Day in the Park, A Life in the Park, something like that. I'll look it up later. But I feel like it fit like the aesthetic of what I was going for. And I needed to use like a round rug. Like you can't use a square or a rectangle rug in a round, like, you know, with the round, like, you know, with this round sofa. It just can't. I felt like it was gonna look so weird, and it just did not. I think I ended up just going with the fur one. Like that was, there's not a lot of rugs out there that are like round. Okay, I know like The Sims has some, but you know, you don't, you know. I feel like they're all right. Again, using my favorite wall lamps or my wall sconces. I thought they used to be called wall scones for some strange reason, like a scone on the wall, but they're called wall sconces, like Wisconsin or something. I don't know. Don't listen to me. But yeah, you'll see in a lot of my builds, the majority of the stuff that I use is Peacemaker. I think he like he's my favorite creator. Like he really is. Everything is just like, everything he makes is like, I love that he always has the same swatches. He, especially like for furniture, like sofas and side chairs and all that, he always goes with like the same colors, which I love. But then he'll have like different textures, which makes it even better. So it'll be like the same colors but different textures. I had just downloaded this bed and I felt like it looked so fancy. It was cute, but I felt like it didn't fit. I don't know, like the room really. Like I felt like it didn't go with the room like at all. It just, I think I ended up going with a different bed. I struggle a lot with my builds. I'm just gonna say that. I struggle a lot with them. Like I'll have like this whole thing in my head, like, okay, we're gonna do this, and that. And then I end up changing it completely. Because in my head it looks one way, and then I put it out there and it looks completely different. But I feel like it kind of just happens with a lot of things. We see things in our head a certain way, and then we do it, and it's just kind of like outfits. Like I'll have a whole outfit planned in my head, and it just doesn't look good when I do it. But yeah, I didn't want to really go, like, I wanted the place to be colorful in a way, or like some pops of colors. I do end up using the same rug that I use downstairs, but so it's whatever. It's okay. I think it still looks nice. I think I do end up adding curtains too as well, like to the rest of the place. Like all my favorite wall sconces. I thought I had not added a TV. I guess I did end up choosing to add a TV. And I do end up using this City Living dresser, but it's not actually City Living. It's like CC a recolor. It's a recolor. So it's just, I think it's just white with golden handles. Unless they already have one that's white with gold. I don't know. I did this a while ago. I think I recorded this like, oh my gosh, I can't even think about when I did this. But it was a while ago. And I just get so distracted, and then I forget to edit videos, and I haven't played like in a while. And I literally will have to go and refresh my memory on things. Like maybe I should have watched this video before I did the voiceover for it. I don't know. I felt like this like loft area needed like a whole space. Like it had like so much open space for there to be nothing. So I ended up putting a cute little desk. I think it looks cute. It's the Ravishing desk. She has a modular one that I couldn't figure out for the longest. but you have to, it's like a cabinet type thing where you can use corner pieces and end pieces and all that. And you'll see me saving periodically because I don't trust The Sims. It's just, I just don't. And then here, towards the end of the video, I honestly hate cluttering places. Like I don't know how people, well, I think just because it's so hard for me to find clutter. And it kind of annoys me. And I have the red shelf. I know how to use it, but sometimes I don't feel like pulling out the red shelf. I remember when I used to build like little basic houses in The Sims. This was like when I just had gotten to Get Famous. And I would literally spend like a whole 3 hours like just trying to fill up a shelf with like clutter. And I don't really like, I know clutter kind of helps the place kind of look like it's lived in, but sometimes, you know, I'll put like things just here and there and leave it at that. Like I really cannot like clutter up a place. Like I've seen how, I forget who, it's a YouTuber. I love watching her builds. And for the life of me, I think it's Simlissy. Yeah, it probably is. But they like will clutter, Miss Griffey too. They will clutter their stuff and I'm just like, wow. I don't have the patience for it. I can't do it. I probably won't do it. But like, you know, like how I'm doing here, like I add things like here and there just to make it look like it's decorated a bit more than like lived in, if that makes any sense. These pillows are also from Peacemaker, which I don't use pillows very much. Like I really don't, just because I forget about them and I can't find them. Like they're pretty deep in like in the clutter stuff, in the miscellaneous decor. Like they're pretty, you know, like I said, they're pretty deep in there. But yeah, I really love how this build turned out. I do spend a lot of time on my builds, which I think that's why I don't like cluttering either, because I already spent like 3 hours on builds. And I try to do apartments more than houses, because oh my gosh, houses take forever, because you gotta do the outside, you gotta do the inside, and that's just a whole nother like mess. It's a whole nother, you know, that like I'll have builds that take me like all week sometimes, and I'll just keep coming back to them. That's why I think I like Let's Play more than building. But yeah, here's some screenshots of the place. I hope you guys like it as much as I do. And I don't think I can upload it to the gallery because yes, CC, it'll probably be empty. I'll figure it out. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.